One of the biggest complaints that my clients have is time. And if you are also a busy professional or a business owner, then chances are that you have similar complaints when it comes to content creation. So, after working with over 20 clients in the past 12 months, I understood some common faults in the system and beliefs, solving which helped my clients create content effortlessly. And YouTube didn't seem like a chore or a necessary evil anymore. So in this video, I will help you install those systems in your life so that you can create content more efficiently and effortlessly. And finally, YouTube won't feel like a chore anymore and you can use it as the powerhouse it is. Now, before getting into the nitty gritty, let's talk about some of the common complaints and the causes. Firstly, you feel you don't have enough time and content creation takes a lot of your time. So your easy conclusion is the problem lies within content creation or you. And mostly you think it's content creation. But for the few people who don't think it's content creation, it's them, they try to hire professionals. But here's the thing, the real problem never gets solved. And this roots to a basic faulty mindset. Yes, 9 out of 10 of my clients suffer from this when we start working, because from day one they are trying to perfect each and every aspect of this process, and then mostly people will try to hire professionals, which will burn a hole in your pocket. And still you are not getting good at speaking to the camera, so it will probably take like 100 takes to shoot one video. So you feel like your problem is not solved and yet you are burning cash. But what if I tell you, right from your ideation to your shooting, to your editing, to your publishing can be solved by using the right systems. You have to just fix these systems and you are good. The trick is, instead of looking at it as a necessary evil or a chore or a perfection marathon, we need to treat it like an assembly line. So you are the factory which is creating content. And for all of my clients, the number one thing that has worked is batching. Just batch stuff that goes together, similar kind of chores, similar kind of works, batch them, do them at once, do them together. That alone have solved 70% of my clients' problems. And to do that, we shall start with something I call the 4-video powerhouse. One of the most time consuming parts, which is also unfortunately unavoidable, is shooting the video. One of my clients, let's call him David, he was facing the same problems. He was ignoring YouTube well because it's hard. Then his ads weren't converting as much and his referrals were drying up. And that's when we met online. How we met is a story for another day. But for today, let's talk about how did we fix his problem. So we decided to minimize friction in each and every aspect of his content creation journey, to treat the whole system like an assembly line. So we started with something I call the playlist funnel. So we'll take a broader topic, the transformation that you promise with your core offer or any transformation, we'll take that, we'll break it up into smaller steps, subtopics that leads up to the real transformation that we are promising. And then we'll make videos on each of this steps, subtopics, whatever you would like to call them. The thing that happens is the broadest topic gets the attention, and as we move down the line, the topics become more and more condensed. It will have more and more serious buyers, serious people. So basically you are qualifying your viewers, and in the last video you have those people who are really serious. Now if you want a detailed explanation, I have a video about it. You can watch it on my channel. But first let's fix your system. So the idea of having one video and breaking up into 4-5 parts is coherence. So you don't have to switch and think about 10 different things while creating a video. You don't have to hunt for ideas, and you don't have to do all this crazy, you don't have to jump through hoops. When the ideas are coherent, you can just speak about it. And I will highly encourage you to choose topics that you can talk about in your sleep and try to shoot 4 videos in one sitting. Now if that's difficult for you, try 2. You don't have to shoot 4 videos in 1 month. Try to do 2 videos every other week, and then as you get better, increase the number and then you'll be good after some time. But again, the idea here is to batch your work while minimizing the friction for you. So try and shoot 4 coherent topics at once. These should be topics that you can talk about in your sleep, so you don't have to spend a lot of time in prepping and do all those influencer stuff. The mistake that most people make at this point is either they will try to make influencer like content, which is very high effort, or they'll go and make vague content, which is they think that's good for their audience. They understand who their audience is. Again, this doesn't work, because you're not talking to the pains of your viewers, of your audience. Instead, if you share your real stories, your experience, your hurdles, whom have you helped, these will resonate a lot more with your target client, because to be very frank, you have the experience, you have walked the walk, and people really want to see what other people have faced and how they have solved it. You have solved it, share it with them. They will be more than happy to know that. And really focus on minimizing the friction. If you can't shoot with your camera, if this setup takes a lot of your time, shoot with your iPhone. Shoot while you are jogging. Just take out your iPhone, shoot like a vlogger when you are jogging. Whatever gets you going, because once you get better at this, once you get good at this, everything will flow. One thing you also have to remember, this is not permanent. You can totally revisit these topics that you're making with your iPhone, which is like a downgrade for you. You can totally revisit them 3 or 4 months down the line with your professional camera and pour your heart out at that time. And you won't believe the power this one step holds. I had a client who used to struggle to give us 4 videos a month to edit. And just fixing this one thing, I just said, shoot with your iPhone. Shoot wherever it's comfortable, whenever it's comfortable. Now he went from struggling to give me 4 videos every single month to shooting 4 videos every week. And pro tip, don't try to change your shirt after each and every shoot. That will ruin your momentum. My point is not iPhone makes you faster. My point is lower the friction. What are you comfortable with? Now the next thing that we go from batch shooting is batching your next step, which is editing and thumbnail creation. So create templates. This is the template hack. What will really take most of the time when it comes to content creation is your editing. Some people try to bypass it, or hire professionals from day one, which is good, but some people try to do it themselves, and for them editing will be the most time consuming chore, if you will. But before editing, let's talk about thumbnails, because for thumbnails some people try to be very creative and you don't need that. So David had the same problem and I helped him by adding constraints. So don't go outside of this territory. Don't go outside what I'm giving you. Don't go outside my templates. We had 3 templates for thumbnails. 1, screenshot of him talking with 3 words of text. 2, screenshot of him with a very extreme expression with simple question overlay, and that's also 3 to 4 words max. Template 3 is just his face with one contrarian statement, and that's also 4 words max. And his face in these screenshots need to be very extreme. So he pointing somewhere, pointing on the left, pointing on the right, amazed, like surprised, smiling, crying. Those are the basic expressions that you can take inspirations from, because anything outside these styles are basically more glitter and effects, which you really don't need. My point is, why reinvent the wheel when you can build an engine and make it spin way faster? Now he creates all the thumbnails from the Canva templates that I have given him. But the real trick for thumbnails is to focus on the copy, the text that goes in, because these 3 or 4 words can change your life, literally. Now let's talk about the most time consuming part, video editing. The trick is to keep it simple. I'll tell you how I edit. So I create a B-roll pool. Basically that consists of do's, don'ts, wins and losses. Do's as in what you are suggesting them to do. If you're a health coach, then good postures of exercise, how you sit well, like the good posture of sitting, drinking water, eating well. Don'ts, like bad postures of exercises, then bad posture of sitting, sleeping, not drinking enough water, drinking soda, maybe fast food, all those things. Now wins will be how does it look when they reach their goal. So they are happy with their family, they are not exhausted after running a few steps and just shoot yourself running with your family. And losses will be like maybe your old pictures where when you were a bit bulky, or uh, you are exhausted and you are panting heavily, you are unable to run marathons, or maybe just the thing you ran 2 steps, now you're sitting down on the ground and you're drinking water like your life depends on it. Similarly, if you are a financial coach, then your wins will be like buying a house, buying a car, living your life in Bahamas. And losses will be like debt, you're frustrated, you're dipped in paperwork. So again, these are all, you have to see what you need, and I'll give you a simple process that I use to refine my b-roll library. But for those b-rolls which you can't use, you can always try and take from pixels or from any films. Now this video is not sponsored by pixels, I'm just giving you the stuff that I use clips from famous films and pixels. Now the second thing you need to do is to notice patterns in your audio clip. So in the audio clip, you'll see there are spikes like this. Wherever you have a spike, that means you have spoken something. Now, when you are shooting a video, that typically follows a pattern. And this is coming from me, who has edited over 300 videos. What we do is we try to go over and over on one sentence until we get that right. Yes, 9 out. Yes, 9. Yes. So what I do is when I'm going through this, I will just hear the first word on each spike until I find the good take, like the last word. Actually, I look for the last word. Now this is how you frame, like you record your videos. Okay, don't, when you get a good take, don't retake it after that. Don't retake these words after that. Once a sentence is done, once you hit a good take, you are done, move forward. This will help you in the editing. So once you get the good take, you put a slit after that, or you cut after that, and you start checking the next sentences. Again, when you reach the good take, just take your cursor before it, use your hotkey to triple delete all of these things before, and you have the perfect take. Now after this good take, put in another slit and go on. And the third thing is, don't spend too much time, or any time for that fact, on effects. Create a template which has every single thing that you need and just go with it. And I will tell you how you can create that template right now. So let's talk about the iterative process that will help you build this whole thing. Now you cannot try to build everything from day one. The problem that you will face is again time. Instead, treat it like a long game. So you have shot 4 videos at once, and you have some basic b-rolls for them, or you don't have some b-rolls for them. Whatever might the case be, when you are editing the videos, you will feel the need of b-rolls somewhere. That if I had a clip of me lifting this thing, or if I had a clip of me sipping margarita in beside the pool, write that down somewhere. Write that down on a copy. And throughout the 4 videos, do that. After you're done with the 4 videos, have a session where you will shoot the most common of all of them, the intersection ones, the ones that have reappeared again and again in that list. Shoot them. Go for your next 4 videos for the next month when you are shooting for the next month. Add those b-rolls, and still you will feel that, okay, I will need more b-rolls. This could have been nice, this could have been nice. Go ahead, shoot them sometime. And this is how you expand your b-roll set. Similarly, your template. Don't delete the template don't delete the project file after the first video. Use the same timeline for this next one. Just copy the effects. Don't try to recreate effects. Just copy the effects, that text slide in and all those. You just recycle what you have used before and keep adding to that. Don't delete anything. Have a fresh timeline and add all the elements in them. Just copy paste everything in them. So you are building an asset library basically. That's your template. And I can tell you from experience, I have 5 years of experience in video editing. Editing is a rabbit hole. It can suck up your time like nothing else. I can guarantee you that. And when you have everything ready, then comes the third headache, which is publishing. And I use a strategy here I call upload and forget strategy. Of time. Block off 1 hour every single month to schedule your posts. And by doing this, you are batching your work together, like description writing, like uploading, like collecting all the videos, the shorts, the written posts, collecting them together and pushing them at once. So you are keeping your efforts minimal while maximizing output. So by just lowering the friction. I advised David to do this. The result was, for the next 4 weeks, his YouTube channel was running on autopilot. Yes, we went in and changed the title when it was not working. We also make backup thumbnails, just the same picture or a different picture with different set of texts, because as I told you, texts are important. I have real data on that stuff. Texts on your thumbnails work like magic. And by doing this, you eliminate the pressure from you to show up every single week and post. Algorithm is happy because you're feeding it content every single week on regular intervals. You are happy because you are getting consistent views. Your viewers are happy. Everybody is happy. And while other creators were stressing on posting daily, David was taking $500 an hour consulting calls, knowing his pipeline is full. This is how you scale an expertise business without becoming a full-time YouTuber. Now, after this, I have a pro section which is for you if you are interested. That is content repurposing. So you create one script, one video, and you can make multiple kinds of content off of that. My client David, he uses my content repurposing engine. So one 10-minute YouTube video turns into 6 shorts, LinkedIn posts, multiple Twitter posts, then one email newsletter. So that's 4 set of new content where you will be able to appear on 4 different platforms just by creating one 10 minutes YouTube video. And this shorts can go on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Your long form video can go on LinkedIn, YouTube. So mix and match basically. But the real trick here is not to optimize the content for any of these platforms, because that will take an enormous amount of time. It will take inhuman amount of time which you won't be able to afford. So just focus on one platform, which is YouTube. Don't move around, but repurpose it and post them everywhere. Now if you don't post it everywhere, how many likes will you get? 0. If you post it everywhere, maybe you'll get 2 to 3 views, maybe you'll get a few more impressions, maybe a few likes. So it's still more than 0, right? And it takes little to no effort on this. So let's talk about the numbers. So roughly you are spending 6 hours a month on creating content and repurposing them. That's basically 72 hours a year. So like 3 days in total. As your content progresses and it reaches that height, you'll be able to create, or you'll be able to get 50 to 20 monthly leads just from the just from your free YouTube content. People will see value, they will come to you. Now second thing is, let's say even 2 of these people convert as your clients, and you have a high ticket service like $4,000 or $2,000 service. Still you will be making an additional $4,000 every single month on autopilot, by the way. And third thing is, you'll be able to grow an email list which has numerous upsides. I don't know how many upsides your email list has. You can promote your product, you can upsell, you can downsell, you can resell, you can do all kinds of stuff. You own this audience, your email list, because now you're not just creating content, you are systematically documenting everything and you are distributing it every single where. And the bonus is, the friction in your ads will also come down, because you're becoming, when people discover you, they see the value from your YouTube content. They know who you are, what you have done. They see the social proof, the real social proof. And here's what I believe: every single person should create content, because there is no downside. You are helping someone, and in the meantime you're getting new clients. You're building your business, you're expanding your business, so it's win-win. I mean, honestly, if I can help people who are on the fence to create content, if I can motivate them, educate them, help them through my videos to make content, then that's a win. But what I need you to understand is, making good videos doesn't have to be time consuming. It has to be attention consuming, the one which consumes the attention of your audience. And the best or the only way to do that is stories. You have to tell better stories. You have to package your experience to make them compelling, and that's a skill within itself, but that can be mastered through practice. So if you want to learn how to tell better stories, you should watch this video. Now this will not just help you in content creation, this will also help you to make your business bigger. This will also help you to build credibility like nothing else. So make sure you watch this.